getting excited about another project and jumping around. So
just excited about stuff.
Right now, we have several unfinished projects, and we have a very, very happy puppy who's eating our trees. So, what are we working on?
So, we have to finish the garden bed. We built 2 of them, and we filled one and planted stuff in it, but we never got the dirt for the next one. And now we're losing the time of year to plant, and we're losing motivation to finish the other one. So, we're going to finish that one with dirt. So we're going to pick up the dirt, and then we can then fence in the garden and the orchard.
Keep the dogs out.
Keep the dogs out and
the goats.
And the goats.
And then later on we have to figure out how to keep the squirrels out.
Yeah, because we think the squirrels are eating our green beans, and those are my green beans, not the squirrels' green beans.
Squirrels' green beans.
Anyway, so we're right now going to get the dirt and to get back, and then we're gonna fill that bed in. It takes 3 truckloads to fill one of those beds, which is 4 by 8 by 2, and it worked well on the other one so far. So we're gonna get that dirt, get stuff planted, put the fence up, and then call the orchard and garden done for the moment.
For the moment. Sounds good. Hey guys, so we are trying to finish up planting our beds and getting our orchard and our berry bushes and stuff done. So Gary and Ashlyn did the first bed. They did most of the work in that one, and you can see it's really kind of coming along. I'm going to attempt this bed. We'll see how it goes.
almost down to our final tree. So we just got our avocado tree that shipped upside down. So now it's a special tree. And if you can see, so you can see the fence line there. This is actually an elderberry bush, and it was shipped very, very goopy. I call it dead, they call it dormant. So you had to soak the roots to waken it up, and it's already like growing stuff overnight. So anyway, elderberry is going along the fence line. And apparently elderberry is very like medicinal is the word. This is a shout out to my mom because she will tell me what it's about. But we're planting elderberry and blueberries along the bush line, any kind of berries. And then from the side over here, we have apple, lemon, lime, or apple, lime, lemon. We still have no idea which one's which. We have peach, we have orange, we have, and then banana, avocado. And then this place here is for a special tree that we don't know what it is yet. So
Something might come through.
Anyway, we'll figure it out. And I don't know if you can see, but we let the chickens out to free range just now. Not really free range, I guess, because we're still inside of a fence, but out of their normal enclosure. And Ashlyn and Aubrey are over there kind of hanging and watching them run around. We have Mr. Avocado, Mr. Orange, and Mr. Peach, or Mrs. Peach, I don't know. We did plant Mr. Apple after Hercules decided to rip him apart. So we have little issues. So we'll see how Mr. Apple does because of that. And then Lime and Mr. Lemon. So now we water. Ashlyn water. Alright. Yeah, just water these 3 that we planted really well.
Okay.
Why is it on?
Huh?
Why is it on? Let me see. Oh, it's this thing right here, Ashley.
Ow.
Turn it over to where it says full.
Okay.
And just load it down without moving the mulch. Okay.
Okay.
There you go.
Let's try not to move the mulch.
And that is almost all of our trees. We have one more that we don't know what we're gonna do, but that's the one we have for now. We're probably gonna have to wait till tomorrow for the bushes. Actually, we can't. We already soaked the... Okay. So we already soaked the roots of the dormant elderberry bush. So that has to go in tonight too. We'll work on it. No, that's perfect. Go to the next one. Good job. Alright guys, another project. We know people who have bamboo. And we've always wanted to grow it. But it's so expensive. So we're propagating it. We're gonna try to propagate it. Well, that's a fancy word for like transplanting it, cutting the tree and trying to get it to grow. You just got hit in the head with the tree. This is clumping bamboo, not running, which is what we want. And apparently, from what I've read, as long as you cut the shoots a few inches below with 1-2 nodes and then an inch above, you can regrow them. But you have to take young plants, so I just took this plant, or this little stem off, and we're gonna see how this goes. But right now, we're just experimenting. So today we're propagating bamboo, and we can't find bamboo anywhere, and we want to run it along our fence line. So we have one of our friends that invited us over. We're gonna get some, probably 1.5 to 2 feet off of each stem, I guess. And you don't cut it exactly the places where they grow, but that's what you plant in the ground. And you put the bottom at a 45-degree angle, so 45 degrees at the bottom, and then you can directly plant them in the ground. It's called propagating bamboo cuttings, and we're gonna see if it works. But to do that, it helps if you have some kind of growth hormone, and honey is a natural one, I think. Well, I know because Google told me, but so what we're going to do is mix 2 cups of water. We're going to bring it to a boil. When it hits a boil, pour in 1 tablespoon of honey, and then use that mixture to dip that 45-degree angle in there, and then put it directly in the ground. Then we're going to take the top, which is just a normal cut, and so it won't dehydrate and things. Then you put beeswax or something on the top to make sure it doesn't dehydrate. But we don't have beeswax, so we have candle wax. You can't use scented candle wax, or you can't use scented or not flavored. Why would you have flavored candle wax? I don't know. Just make sure it's just raw or natural or unflavored or whatever, and then put that on the top after you melt it down. So we're gonna dip that side into melted candle wax. It's not scented. So we're going to dip the bottom in honey, the top in candle wax, and then they're supposed to help them root in the ground, and we're going to try to get bamboo to grow completely on one side of the property. So that's what the mixture looks like. We're gonna let that cool down to room temperature, and then we're gonna go outside. All right, so we do have some unscented candles. We're going to melt these, take the wick out, and then actually microwave them to where we can dip the ends in. So we should have everything we need to go outside. So this far we have beeswax, candle wax on the end. We have the 45-degree angle that we cut, and then this is our stock. And we're going to plant this down into the ground, and in the dirt it has to cover at least 1 node, and that's where the roots are going to come out of this node right here. Preferably you would have covered 2 nodes, but this one's a little bigger. But You put it down into the ground directly like that, and the roots will start coming out of this node after like a month or so, they say. But in the meantime, before we plant them, we're going to dip this in, that's the 45 degrees, into our honey mixture that we made. 2 cups water, 1 tablespoon of honey. Let's do it. Alright, so if you have any questions, let me know, but I realized when I was planting that I didn't explain why I'm planting it at a 45 degree. The nodes around, if it's planted like this, the nodes are going to grow roots up from the nodes, and then you're going to have the clone of the bamboo come up out of the node. So if I plant it like this, the node will grow this way. If you plant it like this, the node grows this way. So they're all planted 45 degrees, so the nodes will sprout up, just so you know. But that's the bamboo project. We don't know if it's going to work. It's just an experiment. We had some free bamboo, so it's very expensive and hard to find. So if we can make this work, it's going to be great. So we'll keep you posted on it. It's going to take a long time. They say at least a month before you see any kind of growth or anything from the nodes, and really to get big you're talking maybe a couple of years. So it's a long time, but instead of spending $50 or $60 per plant, you know, this would be $1,000 worth of bamboo probably. So we'll see if it works, but we're signing off this time. Good job. All right, so that's kind of our garden and our orchard video as best as we can do. So she finished up the awesome bed. This one's coming along well. We put a trellis in today, and we're almost fenced. I have to just pull it, but right now we're gonna say we'll see you soon from Plant City, Florida. Beautiful day, and we love you guys, and thanks for watching. We'll talk to you later.